And we are live, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Lucas Oil 150 on NASCAR Heat 5. It is the final race of the Truck Series season on NASCAR Heat 5 as we have 3 straight nights of championship NASCAR Heat 5 action. We got the Truck Series Championship tonight at Phoenix. Tomorrow night we have the Xfinity Series Championship at Phoenix, and then the Cup Series Championship race on Wednesday night. Championship 4, we have qualified for all 3 series, so it definitely will come down to the wire in all 3 races, and this one the shortest of the 3 for the Truck Series. Here we go. XX Games, NASCAR Lover 4321. Ethan, welcome to the stream, everybody, here tonight. 150 laps and 150 miles around this racetrack here at Phoenix tonight. Qualified 16th. It looks like Matt Crafton will be starting 15th for the start of tonight's race here. Pole sitter is a non-playoff driver, Ben Rhodes, who actually looked really good at Martinsville and almost got the win there, for those of you that don't remember. If you don't remember what happened in that race, well, the Martinsville truck race is actually the race of the week last week. That just uploaded on the channel, so if you haven't seen that yet, check that out at the end of tonight. But without further ado, this is going to be a fun one. This racetrack was really fast in practice. I think there's a good chance that Matt Crafton's going to contend for a win here tonight, so it should be a lot of fun, to say the least. Without further ado, we're going to hop on into this race, but before we do that, we're going to check through and remind you guys who the Championship 4 drivers are. Now remember, I had to do the points myself, but it actually ended up being the points that they had on here had the same Championship 4, even though those points weren't accurate compared to the Championship 4 that I was able to calculate through the season. So the numbers, or I should say the names/position number that will be highlighted in blue will be accurate. Those guys will be the Championship 4 drivers, and you'll see what I'm talking about here in a little bit once we get this race started. Matt Crafton in the Championship 4, the most winningest driver this year. Yes, 17 wins of the season. Can he pull off an 18th and final one to win the championship tonight? He doesn't have to win the race to win the championship, but he's got to beat these other 3 drivers. He joins Johnny Sutter in the Championship 4. Sutter is the second most winningest driver this season with only 2 wins on the year. He's the only other repeat winner. Stuart Friesen and Todd Gillen both come into tonight's race with 0 wins on the year, but they are in the Championship 4, ready to battle the 2-door motorsport trucks of Crafton and Sutter. So between Matt Crafton, Johnny Sutter, Stuart Friesen, and Todd Gillen, those will be the 4 drivers battling for a championship. XY Games, welcome to the stream. Here we go, here tonight. It's going to be a lot of fun. We've got 12 likes already. Make sure you hit that like button, hit the subscribe button if you haven't already, for more daily NASCAR content. Thor Motorsport going to be starting on the front row. We already mentioned Ben Rhodes is on the pole. Grant Enfinger will actually be qualified, or did qualify, and will be starting second. A couple of non-playoff drivers dropping in the rear for the start of tonight's race, Gus Dean and Tyler Hill. And here we go here in this one. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed your Monday afternoon into Monday evening, but here we go. Prime time action on the channel. Green flag in the air. One more race to go for the Truck Series. A champion will be crowned in 150 miles. 3 wide as they go down into turn 1. Friesen and Crafton both qualified outside the top 10. Trying to go early on. And Crafton clips the pit road. What was that? Unbelievable situation on lap 1, turn 1 for Matt Crafton. R6, welcome to the stream. What was that? I wasn't even on pit road. I wasn't even on pit road, and it just shot me straight left. Tell me that you guys did not just see that. Tell me that you did not see that. I mean, I know I cut it deep. I meant to. I wasn't even on pit road. My left front tire might have clipped the commitment line, but I definitely didn't have all 4 tires below it. If I would have had all 4 tires below it, obviously, yeah, that would be on pit road, but I did not have anywhere close to all 4 tires on it. And Matt Crafton's already a lap down, 1 lap into this championship race. Yeah, like, that's like, the line I just ran right there was the exact line I ran on lap 1. I might have ran a tad lower. Again, the left side tires caught the end of the commitment line, but all 4 tires have to hit the commitment line to obviously hit pit road. And then on top of it, it was a speeding penalty. Well, yeah, that's what I mean. I was slightly on, like, all 4 tires. The rule is, now I don't know if that's the way it is in the game or not, but the NASCAR rule is all 4 tires have to hit the commitment line in order for you to hit pit road. All 4 tires have to be below the commitment line. We only had 2 tires below it, so therefore we could not go down it. But the game, like, I was literally this close to hitting the pit wall simply because I was on the outside of it and the game jerked me back to the left to come onto pit road. I've never had that happen to me before. Never. In any NASCAR game, I've never had that happen on any racetrack where I was just driving the normal line and it just sent me to pit road. And the unfortunate side of things, this is lap 1 in a championship race, and Matt Crafton's already 1 lap down. And well off the pace, too, as far as even where the rear of the field is right now. Somebody's smoking. We have a slow truck on the racetrack, not sure who it is, but they will bring themselves to pit road. Angela Ruck will be out of the race. Good news is it is stage 1. There is a chance Crafton obviously knows he's going to get at least 2 more restarts tonight, even if we don't get an actual caution for incident. But he's got to get himself into the free pass position to at least have a chance. But even then, it is going to be tough. We don't even know what kind of a truck he's got outside of the fact he qualified mid-pack, which I honestly thought he qualified better. It wasn't a bad lap. That was Crafton's fastest lap of the race right there. Now, he didn't take tires, obviously. It was only lap 1. And remember, there is a tire limit as well. 4 fresh sets of tires from start to finish. Now, it's only 150 laps and 150 miles, so I don't think these drivers are going to run into that kind of trouble, but we'll see. Good news is for Crafton, if a caution came out right now, he'd get the free pass. He's the only driver 1 lap down. But the minute that Ben Rhodes or whoever's in the lead at the time catches the next lap truck, or put somebody else a lap down, that automatically is not going to award Crafton the free pass position. So, interesting stuff right from the get-go, and Crafton's going to have to come from a lap down to win this championship already tonight. No, we have strict yellows on. Yeah, the only time I ever run with relaxed cautions is only on the road courses. Road courses, I run relaxed yellows so we can have at least, a chance at 1 green flag runs. But it's on strict everywhere else we go. Crafton is catching the back of this field pretty quickly, but Ben Rhodes and him look pretty equal. Rhodes has the clean air advantage. Even though Rhodes is battling for the lead, he's got 1 truck right on his back bumper. Can't tell exactly who it is. Honestly, looks like it might be Johnny Sauter. If that's the case, remember, Sauter's battling for a championship tonight. We have never lost a championship on NASCAR Heat 4. Season 1, Season 2 for the Truck and Xfinity Series and the Cup, we won them all. NASCAR Heat 5 through Season 1 for the Truck Xfinity Cup, we won them all. The only championship you guys have not seen me win on this channel was our Season 1 of NASCAR Thunder 2004. We're in the middle of Season 2 right now in the championship hunt nonetheless. But here in this one, Championship 4, it all comes down to this. Crafton, by far the most winningest driver this year, probably the most deserving of the championship, is put in a hole early on in a championship race at Phoenix. And it's going to be tough to dig out of because these Truck Series races are not long at all. This race is going to fly by tonight. Already only 32 laps to go in stage 1. I would say I think it's that way as well, NASCAR lover, but I mean, we only had the left side tire. Like, I try not to speak in first person a lot, but we only had the left side tires on the commitment line. The right sides were nowhere close to it. That's why I cut it so low. I do that all the time. I do that same move on the restarts every single time at Phoenix. You guys could go back to earlier in the season for the Xfinity and Cup Series when we raced here. You can go back to season 1 each time we raced here in the Truck Xfinity and Cup, and I never once got penalized for it. But we got penalized for it right there. New leader, by the way, that last lap, Brett Moffitt has just taken the race lead. Bad news is Crafton's no longer in the free pass position. It is going to be a tough effort for him to get back to the free pass position, knowing how far behind the race leaders even he is. And there's no way he's going to be able to unlap himself in the next 30 laps under green flag conditions as well. Moffitt, another non-playoff driver. Not sure exactly where the other 3 drivers are running at this moment. But we do know Stuart Friesen qualified just outside the top 10. The other 2 drivers of Todd Gilliland and then, of course, Johnny Sauter, both qualified inside the top 10. Crafton was the driver that qualified the furthest back in the field in 16th for today. Maybe the game is broken. Well, that wouldn't surprise me. It is NASCAR Heat 5 after all. Kyle Button, welcome to the stream. No, we're racing as Ryan Blaney for the Cup Series. We did a fan vote for the Truck and Xfinity Series season here, but I wanted to race as my favorite driver for the Cup Series, Ryan Blaney. Oh, wow. Big slide job there. Crafton not wasting any time at all as he gets around Josh Reaume. Now, since the lap traffic has come upon the race leaders, Crafton is slowly pulling back away from Brett Moffitt. Darren Dill, welcome to the stream. We better not DNF like the Martinsville Cup race. Well, at least I know just in case next time, not even to get the left side tires on the commitment line. Even though it shouldn't dart you on the pit road, I guess it will. So I know not to run that low, and I won't do it again. I can promise you that one. You only make those kinds of mistakes once. Even though it wasn't really a mistake, it was a game glitch, but I know that game glitch is going to happen if I do it again, so. You see, you can cut it really low, you just can't hit that commitment line at all, I guess. I mean, I obviously know if you get all 4 tires below it, that's one thing, but. Pretty good tonight, Darren. Started at Home Depot today. Distribution, well, at least my orientation was today. I actually start my first actual work day tomorrow, but so I had like a lot of paperwork. I was basically just going in to fill out stuff, tour the warehouse and stuff, but that was about it. But starting there, I got permission as I expected because I talked with this lady over the phone and it was the HR, and she was down with it. So I've got not only Sundays off this year that I can still do the race reviews because I'm able to watch the NASCAR races, which, I mean, don't get me wrong. I wasn't going to apply to a job that I couldn't watch the races. I would have found everything imaginable that wouldn't have allowed me to work at the same time as those races. But anyway, between that and I can take non-paid days off for the time I need if I don't have vacation accumulated at the time of me taking whatever trips I'm going to for the races I have planned out for this year as well. So it's going to be a fun year, 2021 on the channel. It's already been a fun year with and without the channel for myself, both on and off it. Once golf season kicks back around, man, it's going to be like heaven. I have high hopes. So so 19 laps to go now in stage 1 for Moffitt as he just crossed the line that last time. I'd be shocked if Crafton really even gets inside the top 20 at this point. Nowhere close to being in the free pass position. He'll likely be 1 lap down at the beginning of stage 2. Yeah, my orientation was pretty good. I mean, it kind of flew by because it wasn't like a full work day, but at the same time, too, it was slow because all I was doing was paperwork and watching, like, OSHA, videos and stuff, like how to properly lift boxes and how to, properly, malfunction the powered equipment and stuff. And, had to watch videos on that. Wow, Johnny Sauter's outside the top 10 right now. So is Todd Gilliland. So Gilliland and Sauter both outside the top 10, and they're in dangers of going a lap down here early on. They're still in the lead lap for the moment. Big pack of lap traffic that they're dealing with right now, or I guess those guys are battling with are... Right. Wow, okay, well now we have a caution. So those guys they were battling with were on the lead lap, and that caution's actually going to save Sauter and Gilliland. They're going to stay on the lead lap. Fogelman will get the free pass in 20th. Very interesting situation already here tonight. And Matt Crafton's going to take the wave around. It looks like everybody on the lead lap's going to pit. So Crafton's going to take the wave around. Moffitt in the lead at the time of the yellow. And Stuart Friesen, the highest running Championship 4 driver right now at 7. Any plans to watch the Rolex 24 this month? Yeah, I usually always... I don't watch IMSA too often, but I definitely try to watch the Rolex 24, and a lot of the reasons I usually get at least a few NASCAR guys in it. So I definitely try to keep an eye on it. And at least watch like the start of the race, maybe watch a couple hours into the night, and watch the finish of it is usually what I try to do. I'm obviously not going to stay up for all 24 hours of it, especially when it's not all televised either. I mean, it is if you have like the NBC Gold, but I obviously don't have that, so probably only going to watch the hours it's actually televised for. They used to televise all 24 hours of it when it was on Speed Channel, but, we obviously don't have that anymore. I think they even did it when it was on Fox Sports there for a couple of years, too. Fox Sports 1, Fox Sports 2, because when they would go off the air on Fox Sports 1, they would just have it on Fox Sports 2, like, through the midnight hours. So Crafton is back on the lead lap. He took the wave around there. He's right back in it. Still in 20th, though, right now, but it could be worse after an ugly start to the race. No damage on the race truck. He hasn't made contact with a single driver nor the wall so far, so at least he's got that going for him. It's tough to tell how fast he actually looks, though. Up until the lap traffic, he wasn't really pulling away from the leaders, and even then, he wasn't pulling away much. 10 laps to go in stage 1. One caution for incident already tonight. That's a bummer, XX Games. Yeah, we had I think we had a glitch. We hit the left side tires on the commitment line, but because we didn't hit all 4, that's why I'm calling it a glitch. It sent us the pit road. on the opening lap, I tried to make a dive bomb move 3 wide into turn 1 to pass a couple of trucks on the initial start. And yes, the left side tires are on the commitment line, but if all 4 are on it, that's the only time you're supposed to come to pit road. You're actually technically missing the commitment line if you only get 2 tires on it, or the left side's within it. You have to get all 4 within it, otherwise you're penalized. So, kind of got bit by the pit road glitch, so that's why Crafton's been nowhere near the front. Highest he's ran today was on that initial start where he started 15. He's been outside the top 20 for most of the stage. But at least he's back on the lead lap. He's on older tires for now, but only 7 laps to go in stage 1. He'll be able to pit for tires, and he'll still have 3 more sets left the rest of the race as well. Crafton was able to take the wave around because everybody on the lead lap pitted under that first caution. Yeah, we got 12 likes right now. Let's make the goal 20. I think we can get to 20 likes tonight by the end of the stream. Still in stage 1 right now. Yeah, it's not over yet. 6 laps to go in stage 1. Ooh, boy. Crafton started washing up the track. Luckily, he beat that lap truck underneath him back to the gas. Brett Moffitt is leading right now in the 23 truck, though. Time to go, stage 1. Not a pass for position on Ankrum. He's a lap down as well. Ankrum's actually in the free pass position if he could just hold it there for the next 4 laps to the end of the stage. I believe Tanner Gray's the next truck behind him, a lap down, trying to run him down for that 22nd spot. He's not far behind him. There is a chance he can catch him. Still enough time. Crafton's really getting back into the gas at a good point in turns 1 and 2. He's really starting to have almost like a diamonding of the corner. He enters a little bit higher, on the brakes a little earlier, gets back to the gas really soon in the center of the corner, and he's able to get the truck to cut in the center as well and have that low exit. That's a great setup move to set guys up for turns 3 and 4 as well. If you could just get that speed down the back. Ross Chastain is 4th position. No stage points on the line tonight, at least for the top 4. Everybody else that made the playoffs can still fight for as high as 5th in the point standings, and then as well everybody outside of it can still fight for 11th at the highest, because 10 drivers made the playoffs from the beginning here in the Truck Series. Final lap now of stage number 1. Moffitt is 1 corner away there as he rolls into turns 3 and 4. And Brett Moffitt will win stage 1 here at Phoenix in the championship race tonight. A non-playoff driver. He was eliminated in the round of 8. What could have been, but coulda, woulda, shoulda. Top 10 crossed the line. Crafton will bring it home 19th. He was last of the 4 drivers. Gilwin 16th. Johnny Sutter 15th. And really, the only driver that has looked like he has had a top 10 truck so far tonight is Stuart Friesen in 4th. Friesen, the highest finisher of the championship for drivers in stage 1. Crafton's going to hit pit road. It looks like everybody else is going to stay out. They should be good to go on fuel to the end of stage number 2 due to pitting under that caution. But Crafton's going to pit for tires. It'll be the first time he will do that tonight. No adjustments on the race truck. Favorite trucker, Xfinity driver? Yeah, I mean, I really don't have a favorite in the trucker Xfinity. I guess the Thor Motorsport guys, because they're local out of Sandusky, Ohio. I live in Northwest Ohio. So I guess, you know, I somewhat root for them. And I mean, The drivers just change so often in the Truck and Xfinity series because it's almost like they're feeder series nowadays for the Cup series. So I mean, you can't really it's hard to pick a driver unless you pick like an Allgaier or a Crafton or Sutter that actually stay in that series for a while. I guess I can understand that. Like Elliott Sadler when he was there for a while, I was kind of rooting for him somewhat, but I don't really necessarily like root for guys like I would Blaney in the Cup series. So Crafton's got the freshest tires in the field by about 11 laps as he was the only lead lap driver to pit under the caution. Contact. Crafton slid right into the 56 of Hill. Barely. What about 20? Well, we don't bring in those kind of viewers currently, so I think 20,000 likes is a little bit of a reach. Crafton's about to get into the top 10 for the first time tonight. So hard to pass on this racetrack, especially in 1 and 2. Restarts are definitely crazier with the reconfiguration and the start-finish line being put on the original backstretch and obviously taking the grass out where there used to be grass on the backstretch as well. Makes for more of a passing lane. Crafton to the inside. He was 3 wide with Anderson and Enfinger. Now he's to the inside of Natalie Decker for 8th into turn 3. Friesen still hanging on to 4th. Crafton all of a sudden, don't look now, but he is in 8th place and he is the second of the 4 playoff drivers. Johnny Sauter really faded back after the start of today's race. Same goes for Ty Gillen. They both qualified in the top 10. They've both been running outside the top 10 for most of the day. Friesen continues to move upwards. He started just 1 position ahead of Crafton. 14th and 15th is where those 2 drivers started. And Friesen's at least looking like he's got a pretty strong truck. Moffitt seems to be the class of the field right now. Crafton even on these 11-lap fresher tires. He's cutting through the field, not that quickly though. Could be a strategy race tonight, who knows? Up to 15 likes already. I think we can get to 20. We're still in stage 2. We got a good chance at this. I know it's a shorter race, but we had a good start here today. So thanks everybody for supporting, hitting that like button. Hit that subscribe button on your way out as well, or before you get on your way out. I highly recommend you stick around. This should be a good one here tonight, as well as the next 3 nights. Again, finishing up our NASCAR Heat 5 playthrough as far as the full race live streams go. Still got to wrap up the career mode, and still plan on doing some online lobbies here soon as well. Again, I got to get a Wi-Fi booster for my room so I can actually stream from my PS4 for that, because well, I might be able to stream through the laptop, but I need to actually do the online lobbies through the PS4, so I still need a Wi-Fi booster so I get better connection through my PS4. But as soon as I can do that, I can find one that's, you know, a reasonable price and works pretty well, then we are going to do it. 3 wide. Wow. Crafton almost slid up into the 4 truck of Rafael Assar. He will clear the 52 of Friesen, and Matt Crafton for the first time tonight is the leader of the Championship 4. Friesen starting to slip back on the outside. Eckes blocking off Crafton down the front stretch. Zane Smith in second. Eckes trying to get around him. Crafton going to try the outside into turns 1 and 2. Got a pretty good drive in the center of the corner. Now underneath Zane Smith, and Crafton's up to second place into turn 3. Moffitt's got about a 2-second lead. Eckes to the inside for third underneath Zane Smith. Diamond Jeff, welcome to the stream. Happy birthday, by the way, Jeff. I have done half race, so on the custom schedule season, I plan on doing it again for the next NASCAR Heat game. I had like 4 shorter races for the custom schedule season, but that was not out of a random, that wasn't necessarily like a random thing. If I know for some reason I fall so far behind during a day, and I plan on doing like a full race, and for whatever reason I can't get it in, I'll either do something else, or I just won't stream it all for the night. But it's been a long time since anything like that's happened. I think when NASCAR Heat 5 first came out, the game was crashing for like 2 or 3 days in a row. I think that's the only time I can ever recall us planning on doing a stream and then us just not doing one for like 2 days. But that was the reason. Wyatt Hansen, welcome to the stream. Crafton slowly catching Brett Moffitt. That was Crafton's fastest lap of the race, 27.923. He ran a 27.7 in practice, and then a little bit quicker in qualifying with a 29.74 instead of a 7.7 like he had in practice. Crafton is running down Brett Moffitt. Moffitt's got the clean air, but remember, Crafton's got the fresher tires. Remember, Crafton charging from a lap down has not led a lap yet today. He is definitely close to it. Man, you know Moffitt's got a very strong truck. The fact that Crafton's got fresher tires, he's barely gaining on him. Lap traffic will become a factor here in a couple laps, though. That might be the chance for Crafton to get around Moffitt. Crafton charged hard through turns 3 and 4. Now dives all the way to the bottom. He's going for the home run. Into turn 1, side by side for the lead. Crafton underneath Moffitt, slides up the racetrack, taking the spot away from Moffitt. Moffitt now with a crossover to the inside. Crafton down the back stretch, trying to pull a block, and he does, into turn 3. Moffitt now shoots to the outside of Crafton. Crafton beats him back to the gas. And Matt Crafton holds clear off of 4 to lead his first lap of the night, about 75 laps into the race. Well, just less than 75 laps in. Midway through stage 2. So we are almost halfway home here tonight. Again, 45 laps in the first 2 stages together. The final stage will be 60 laps total. That's it to crown a champion here on NASCAR Heat 5 for the Truck Series tonight. Xfinity Series Championship again tomorrow, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, so tune in for that one right here on NASCAR Heat 5 and our Cup Series Championship. I know that's one you definitely all waited for. That will be on Wednesday night, and that will start at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And then we'll go back to NASCAR Thunder 04 on Thursday at Dover. And honestly, once the NASCAR Heat 5 full race live streams are done, then we'll be having a lot of NASCAR Thunder 04 coming up. Once we get to the end of NASCAR Thunder 04, which should come to the end the weekend of the Daytona 500, we will start NASCAR 05 immediately after that. That was the next game playthrough. And honestly, whatever we do with 05 should take us to the release of the next NASCAR game by that point, whether it's in the summer or not. And honestly, if it's in the middle of the summer like it was last year, then that just means we'll be flip-flopping back and forth, still be doing some NASCAR 05 with the mix of the new NASCAR game by that point as well. So I've kind of got things planned out pretty good over the next like 5 or 6 months or so. Because we'll be running Truck Xfinity, well, I guess Truck Busch Series and Cup Series on NASCAR 05 with the full race live streams, so it'll take a little bit longer to get through that playthrough versus what it was for Thunder 04. Granted, our Thunder 04, we started that in like mid to late August, so we've definitely been working on that for a while too. IDK player streaming. He streams like every night too. He does a lot of other stuff though. But I kind of notice I get notifications that he's like always streaming like the same time I am. Unless I do it early in the day on the weekend. That's like the only time not the same. Or not streaming at the same time. 20 laps to go in stage 2. Crafton's got about a 2.5 second lead over Moffitt. Then Rafael Lazar with a good run in third. Stuart Friesen in fourth. Ben Rhodes rounds out the top 5. Friesen is the next closest Championship 4 competitor. You can tell that because in the leaderboard, it is indicated it is indicated by a blue, I don't know whether that's a flag or just a marker next to the position and the name of the driver on the interval screen, the leaderboard screen. That is only going to be the case for the Truck Series. Again, having to do the points myself for the Xfinity and Cup Series, you're not going to see that. And I did the points myself for the playoffs in the Truck Series because it was inaccurate, but we ended up with the same Championship 4. So those blue markers are accurate. They might not be that accurate, though, for the next couple nights. Just a fair warning. But I'll notify you who those Championship 4 drivers are in those series when the time comes. But tonight we're focused about the truck race. Crafton's done a great job rallying from a lap down early on. After a pit road glitch, and that was on lap 1, was able to take the wave around under the lone caution in lap 1. And took the wave around. Was able to pit for fresh tires at the end of stage 2, and here he is. There's the first Championship 4 driver in danger of going a lap down in stage 2, though. Todd Gilliland in 17th. This is a pretty big moment here if Crafton could get around him, and he does. Now, he is in the free pass position for the time being, but we'll see if Crafton can start to put more of these drivers a lap down before the end of the stage. I'd have to imagine if we stay green, he will. And if that's the case, then Todd Gilliland's championship hopes could be in danger. No wins on the season for Gilliland, but he's done a great job running consistently through these final 7 races of the year to get himself into the Championship 4. As well as the consistency in the regular season to make the playoffs without a win as well. So Tyler Hill's going to be in the free pass position now. Crafton with a big slide job into turns 1 and 2. Don't count him out yet. Don't count Gilliland out of it yet. It's definitely going to be tough, though. He's been right around 15th this whole race. Or just outside the top 15 even at times. It's the first time he's been a lap down. But we still got a whole final stage left. Cap 24, welcome to the stream. Wasn't paying attention. I was looking at the chat a little too much there. That's Cap, welcome to the stream. 6-second lead for Crafton. Definitely his largest lead of the race. This is the only time he's led laps again here tonight, is midway through stage 2 to this point now with only 13 laps to go in the second stage. Again, the final stage, only 60 laps. I'm actually surprised this race is in the daytime, by the way, as well. I thought this was going to be a night race. I don't know why it's in the day. I wonder if the Xfinity race is going to be at night or if it's going to be in the daytime. So we'll just have to wait and see. 17 likes indeed. The goal was 20. Our record's 27 during the course of one stream at least. I don't think we'll get to that on a truck race, but you never know. I think we have a good chance of getting that record on Wednesday night for the Cup Series Championship. I really do. Dad's Cap is Dad's Cap. Yeah, it's Dad's cap. Oh, you want him to give him his date of birth and social security number while he's at it, or do we have to? I'm obviously kidding. Do not do that. I don't want anybody doing that. I will delete that message off the live chat as soon as I could if I end up seeing that on there. Just start going through like every individual subscriber's bio. Where do they work? How old? What car do you drive? Are you in school? What classes are you start interrogating everybody. Get to know each other as much as we possibly can. Shane Pinkney, welcome to the stream. 8 to go in the stage. Wow. Ross Chastain was definitely crowding Crafton there on the front stretch. I'll tell you what, Moffitt, he's going to be tough to beat right now. Again, Crafton's got fresher tires. He's got an 8-second lead, but it just doesn't seem like Moffitt's losing that much per lap. And the lap traffic, really, of anything, is the main factor here. Cap F1 4040, welcome to the stream. We got a lot of caps in the chat. Well, whether it's the same person or not, welcome. It's definitely looking like a pretty good race, though, between Crafton and Friesen for the championship tonight. I think Sauter's still in the lead lap in the top 10, though. He's slowly starting to charge himself forward again, but I could be wrong on that, but I think he's still on the lead lap, and there's only 10 drivers on the lead lap. Riley Herbst is in 10th right now, and he's about to go a lap down. Crafton dives all the way to the apron. 5 laps to go in the stage. Austin Wayne Self in danger of going a lap down to 9th now. $22 likes. There we go. I'll tell you, if we somehow break the record tonight, I was not expecting that at all. You guys have been awesome with hitting that like button the last couple weeks. I've already expressed it over the last few live streams, but you guys have done a near perfect job, if not perfect, of just hitting the like button during the course of these streams. In the last like 3 or 4 weeks especially, I've noticed 15 to 20, if not more, likes per stream, which before we were only getting like a lot of people were watching, but we were only getting like 10 likes. I'd get more after the stream is already put out, but as far as like during the stream itself, that's about all we were getting. Now we're getting like 20 to 25 of them. I mean, the most we've had is 27. We might break that tonight. We're at 24 already. We only got 9 people watching currently, but thanks everybody. Back to the race though. 2 laps to go in stage 2 for Matt Crafton. A complete 180 of what stage 1 was for Crafton, I'll tell you guys that much. You can see Johnny Sauter further up ahead. I believe Sauter is in 6th. About to fall back to 7th now. Crafton's going to put Grant Edfinger a lap down. White flag in the air, 1 lap to go in the stage. 7 drivers on the lead lap. 3 of them are in the championship. 4 of Crafton, the race leader. 4th place Stuart Friesen, and 7th place Johnny Sauter. And then 1 more corner to go though for Crafton. Sauter's going to be able to stay on the lead lap in 7th. The only one of those 4 a lap down is Ty Gillen, who was back in 17th the last we saw of him. Green white checker flag in the air. Crafton wins stage 2. And Sauter's actually back to 20th. That's interesting. I didn't think Sauter was running that bad. Wow, so Johnny Sauter's in 20th. I wonder if he... No, I don't think he had to pit. We just must have missed him there, putting him a lap down. And I saw that we were closing in on him, but what a tough break for Sauter, having just an absolute abysmal night. Enfinger will get the free pass, so I guess it's just a two-man championship for right now. So everybody's going to hit pit road. Barely going to be within that fuel window to the end of the race by pitting right now. Awesome effort to get the... Yeah, I mean, I'm never gonna doubt like 120 likes. I mean, I will now. We'll see. That's all right. I need as many subscribers as I can get. I still appreciate it. Same. Green flag back in the air, and the final stage is underway. Champion will be crowned in less than 60 laps here in the Truck Series. And Stuart Friesen on the restart goes from third to the inside for second on Rafael Lassard. Crafton trying to block. He needs to make sure whoever he blocks, it's going to be Friesen. Friesen goes up the middle. Oh, Crafton barely clears him 3 wide. Friesen has to drop back. Big side draft by Lassard, and Rafael Lassard on the outside will take the lead into turn 1. Now Ben Rhodes up the middle. Friesen on the outside. Remember, Crafton on equal tires now. He was on fresh tires last stage. And there's Moffitt, who has probably had the fastest truck of the night, had a pretty slow pit stop. 4 wide through turns 3 and 4. Middle of the pack in the back half of the top 10. Crafton now back to 6th. Friesen still stuck on the outside. But Crafton is moving backwards. This truck just got really tight all of a sudden. Cooper Gaming 3D, welcome to the stream. Definitely remember you, Cooper, one of the originals. Thanks for joining here tonight. We're going to alternate to the different camera angles for the first time. 53 laps to go here at Phoenix. Crazy restart, to say the least. Rita P, welcome to the stream. On your sister's account. That's crazy. I didn't think that's how we were going to get the record for the most likes in a single stream during the course of the stream, but I think we got it now. What are we up to 28? 28 likes? Thanks, everybody. Your sister's going to be like, why am I subscribed to this Keegan Schneider guy? Who's this guy? I don't remember subscribing to him. This is insane. I appreciate it, guys. Wow. Crafty got a little loose off of turn 4. He's still going backwards. Some of these lap trucks outside the top 10 are starting to pass him. Cool tires. Stuart Friesen has fallen back to 6th on the restart himself. Friesen's the highest running Championship 4 driver, about 3 seconds ahead of Crafton, but only 1 position ahead of him. Yeah, I'm showing 29 likes right now. It might be 30, I'm not entirely sure. My phone for whatever reason always shows 1 more, and I don't know if that's like actually accurate or not compared to what my laptop always shows. Less than 50 laps to go to crown a champ. Oh, we got 30 now for sure. Well, that's a new stream record. 30 likes during the course of 1 stream. That's awesome. 13 people watching currently. Thanks for everybody tuning in again here tonight. Truck Series Championship on NASCAR Heat 5. another full race live stream. We do these every day. Subscribe if you haven't already. We have other related NASCAR content on the channel as well. A Race of the Week has just uploaded earlier on, just before the start of tonight's stream as well. That was from last week. New series I started here in 2021. I got more series to come here once the NASCAR season kicks off. I think we're going to have a lot of fun this coming 2021 season. Obviously on the track watching the races, but even off the track, especially as far as this channel goes. Stuart Friesen's now 4 seconds ahead of Crafton. I don't think Crafton's got as strong of a truck as what he was hoping for tonight. And we have a caution. Austin Wayne Self will get the free pass at night. Caution's out now for the second time today for incident with 47 laps to go. "40 legs is the next oldest." Just imagine if this was a cup race and we had like another hour and a half of streaming left. I'm showing 31 likes right now. So Crafton's going to hit pit road right now. 4 fresh tires. Might as well top off on fuel while he's at it. Interesting pit strategy by Crafton. This will give him 1 set of tires left the rest of the way. But he was 4 seconds behind those guys. And one of them was the guy who's racing for the championship, Stuart Friesen. Green flag back in the air again. Crafton now has fresher tires on the restart by about 10 laps. Friesen spins the tires on the restart, and Crafton takes the championship 4 lead into turn 1 on the outside. Contact between him and the 98 of Enfinger now. Still bouncing off one another. Crafton's still stuck on the outside as well. Friesen's on the inside behind Herbst. Crafton can't get to the bottom with Herbst underneath him. Ooh. A little contact off of 4. Hang on to it. Side by side for the championship lead now into turn 1. Friesen on the bottom, Crafton on the outside. Crafton's got a little bit fresher tires, but Friesen clears him. Big dive. Through the dog leg. Crafton clear of Friesen into 1. Friesen drives it in deep. But he couldn't go anywhere. Herbst is on the outside of Crafton as it is. Now, Friesen beats him back to the gas. Gets a little side draft off that right rear corner panel of Crafton as well. Crafton's truck is really tight here in Stage 3, and it hasn't been this tight really all day long up until this point. Crafton gets around Herbst for 7th. Big dive into turns 1 and 2. Friesen to the inside of Herbst now for position. He himself still tries to close in on Matt Crafton for the championship lead. Triple Boy 3, welcome to the stream. Friesen challenges to the outside, not going to get him there. Crafton's got those fresher tires. That is really helping him a ton right now. Less than 40 to go. Get any more cautions though. Oh, somebody's blowing up. Ben Rhodes blowing up. Car scatter everywhere. 3 wide down the front stretch. Crafton just stretches it through the middle and passes about 3 race trucks. And he's up to 4th. Ben Rhodes in 3rd place. Blew an engine right in front of the field. Trucks scattered all over the place down the back straightaway. We stay green. Everybody misses him. Puts Friesen back to 8th. Crafton just slungshot in between a couple race trucks on top of Rhodes himself to put him up to 4th. Meanwhile, battle for the lead between Raphael Lessard and Brett Moffitt. Moffitt has looked like probably the strongest truck all night long. There you see Rhodes on pit road. Crafton trying to get around Zane Smith on his inside. Trying to side draft him. Now goes down to the apron down the front stretch. Crafton with a deep dive. And he barely clears Zane Smith into turn 1. Moffitt still has not been able to get around Lassard. I'm sure the clean air is probably helping Lassard out. Making it tough for Moffitt to get around him for the lead. .35 to go. Crafton's really hoping this stays green to the end. He's got the tires. He's still got one more set, so if everybody decides to pit if we get another caution, he'll pit too. But we saw how bad his truck was on the short run. He might consider loosening it up if we do get another yellow. I cannot believe how quickly this stream's going by. We started this race less than an hour ago, and we have just over 30 laps left already. Told you guys this race was going to fly by tonight. Some of it is we've only had 2 cautions per incident, so we've had a really fast race pace. A lot of green flag laps being ran tonight. Moffitt looked low off of turn 4, trying to get around Lassard that time. Couldn't do it. Crafton's closing in on those two, especially Moffitt taking a long time to get around Lassard. Looks low again into turn number 3. I wonder if Moffitt's going to put the bumper to him here before long. Caution comes out. This could be the end of Crafton. It depends, though. I mean, everybody's going to have to pit as well. A caution would have to come out, or at least just Friesen would have to pit. Because in the end, that's all Crafton's really racing for the championship. Even on fresher tires, again, he's just having a tough time trying to even run these two down. I'm sure he will as soon as the lap traffic comes into play here. Heavy lap traffic. About a lap or so in front of the race leader, Rafael Lassard. Less than 30 to go. 3-truck battle for the lead. Mike Harmon going to get in the way of Lassard off of turn 2. Lassard cuts to the inside. Moffitt stuck on the outside. Crafton all the way down low. He's up to second. Trying to side draft Lassard on his left rear. He's still there. Lassard couldn't quite block him off. Oh, lap truck of Sheldon Creed got in the way now. Into turn 1. Crafton gets really tight on the bottom of the track. 3 wide underneath the lap trucks. Using them all as a pick. And Matt Crafton will take the race lead off of turn 2. Crafton out in front for the second time today at Phoenix. With just 27 laps left. That's all he's got between him and his 3rd championship in the Truck Series. Excuse me, 4th championship in the Truck Series. This last one came in a winless season in 2018. This one's going to be far from winless for Crafton. Especially if he wins tonight as well. It'll be 18 wins on the year out of 23 races. Just an insane season. I'd probably say it's our most dominant season on the channel ever in any series. Winning that many races and that low of a amount of a schedule. Again, only 23 race season. He's got the possibility of winning 18 of them. 25 laps to go. We'll stick with this normal camera for the rest of the race now. We are not on our last set of tires. Crafton's still got one more set. We've only pitted 3 times tonight. Remember, we did not pit under that first caution. We took the wave around. Otherwise, we would be on our last set. But we took the wave around because we were a lap down at the beginning of the race in stage 1. Everybody else has actually pitted 3 times as well, if you think about it, because Crafton pitted under that last caution, but nobody else did. So everybody's pitted 3 times tonight. Michael Turner, welcome to the stream. You were close there, Michael. The stages were 45, 45, and 60 for tonight's race. Pit now, take the wave around. Yeah, that's not going to happen. Now, if Crafton pits now, he's going a lap down. No doubt about it. And if the caution doesn't come out, we're screwed. We've only had 2 of them tonight. Todd Gillen, Johnny Sauter, kind of falling out of contention in stage 2. Both drivers went a lap down. They're about to go 2 laps down. No, we don't need a caution. We need this to play green. Crafton's tires are going to make it to the end of the race. He's still got about half his wear left, at least on the right front. Only 20 laps to go, and this is only a 1-mile racetrack. Truck Series has been taking us about 27, 28 seconds to get around this track here tonight, so I don't really see Crafton losing this race unless we get a yellow. But again, even if a caution comes out, as long as Crafton makes it off of turn 4 on that first lap after the restart with the lead, he'll be alright. It's going to be how good of a launch is he going to get on the restart. Ooh, a little contact. Kind of cut down right in front of the 20 truck. Thought he had him cleared. He didn't. I think the 20 of Boyd kind of gassed it up in the center of the corner a little early to get around the truck. He was side by side with. Caution is out with 19 laps to go, our 3rd of the night. Caution's out. Austin Wayne Self, he'll hit pit road. And we'll only have 15 laps to go when we go green. And Crafton's going to hit pit road as well. His final set of tires, he's pretty much got to do it. Moffitt's going to restart from the lead. It looks like Friesen will be staying out of the pits. Actually, half a round of wedge going to be taken out of the race truck as well for Matt Crafton. That's going to be the only adjustment he's really made all night. And he wins the race off pit road on Self. So that means Crafton will restart 7th. Self will restart in 8th. Green flag will be back in the air. 15 lap dash to decide the champion. Ooh. I think Friesen and Enfinger both spun their tires, and all of a sudden Crafton into turn 1 is going for the lead. All the way to the inside on Brett Moffitt. Slides up in front of him. A little too much. He went for the home run, and Moffitt clears him back with the crossover. Crafton trying to send it. Oh no, Zane Smith punts him. Smith moves him out of the way. Crafton uses the fresh tires. Back to the outside of Moffitt again. Side by side for the lead. Crafton clears Moffitt into turn 1. Fresh tires prevail on the restart. Matt Crafton out in front of the field. Friesen up to 4th. Don't forget, Austin Wayne Self's got fresh tires as well in 8th. Or at least 8th on the restart. He's 3 wide on the outside of Enfinger and Lassard, currently for 5th. 13 to go, and he might be a little bit better than Crafton on the short run. So as far as the race win goes, Crafton could be in trouble there. As far as the championship goes, Friesen's looking in good shape to not being able to catch Crafton unless he gets another caution. Well, looked scary at the beginning of the race with Crafton going a lap down. Championship hopes were quickly kind of stunted. But hang on tight, boys. Ladies and gentlemen, this race isn't over yet as far as the race win goes. The championship might be looking good for Crafton, but Austin Wayne Self is running faster laps than the race leader. Crafton does seem a little bit quicker on the short run with that wedge adjustment, but he's not that much quicker. We'll have 10 laps to go this time by. It's going to be tough to get around Crafton, though, with Crafton having that clean air advantage, but we'll see what Austin Wayne Self can do. Austin Wayne Self has not won a race all year. He didn't even make the 10-man playoffs, but he's looking to finish this season off with a bang. Tell you what, if Crafton still had the setup he had in the truck already, I think Self would have taken the lead already. I don't think Crafton would have gotten through the field quite as quickly as he did as well. Crafton definitely needs us to play green to the finish, though. Self is closing in on him big time. I think it's hard to tell what end of the racetrack he's gaining on him more. I think Crafton actually gets back to the gas at a pretty good spot off of turn 2. But Self isn't able to run him down there. I think he's really catching him off of turn 4. That could be the difference maker if it comes down to the final lap. We've still got 8 to go. There's plenty of time for Austin Wayne Self to get around Matt Crafton right now. Crafton's just got to hit his marks. And Crafton got loose. Trying to get out of the gas and into the brakes into turn 3. That truck got really loose. Self to the inside. Crafton blocks. 7 to go. Remember, if Self gets around him, we get another caution and Crafton has to restart on the outside in 2nd. And say Friesen restarts in 5th. Friesen could swing to the lead on the restart. It's not impossible. It's another reason Crafton's got to hold on to the lead here. Now the truck's starting to tighten up on him again in 3 and 4. Self to the inside. He is there. 6 to go. Crafton couldn't pull the block that time. Side by side for the lead off into turns 1 and 2. Crafton with the higher line, but that truck is really tightened up a ton right now. And Austin Wayne Self off of turn 2 takes the lead. Crafton beats him back to the gas. Crossover into turn 3. Crafton trying to side draft him. He's not letting Self get away. That is the first lap Austin Wayne Self's led all night. 5 to go. Crafton with a deep shot into 1 and 2. Oh, there's contact! He tried the slide job. He couldn't clear him. And Austin Wayne Self just squeezes to the outside of Crafton. He's still hanging in there. Oh my goodness, this is a good race. Even if Crafton does win the championship by a lot over Friesen. 4 to go, lap traffic is coming up. Here comes Mike Harmon. Another deep shot by Crafton. Trying to use the lap truck of Harmon as a pick. I think he did, but no, Self. He did get to the inside of Harmon. He took him 3 wide. Crafton now trying to side draft Austin Wayne Self into turn 3. Self back out in front. Crafton beats him back to the gas again to the inside. And now they're going to split. Greenfield 3 wide down the front stretch, 3 to go. Crafton back out in front again. Crafton quickly gets around Jesse Little and Sheldon Creed. Austin Wayne Self gets around Little, but Creed is in front of him. Self is pinched between the two trucks down the back straightaway. Self gets around the outside. Now he's 1 second off the lead with 2 to go. What a battle to the finish. Heavy lap traffic coming up in here in front of Crafton. He's got about 5 trucks right in front of him as they go into 3 and 4 again. 2.5 lead for Crafton. Gonna have to go to the outside. White flag in the air. 1 lap to go for Matt Crafton. A season of domination for Matt Crafton here on NASCAR Heat 5. And as he goes through the final corners of the race for the 4th time, Matt Crafton is a Gander Outdoor Truck Series champion. This time he wins it on NASCAR Heat 5. Crafton is your 2021 Truck Series champ. Pretty solid finish to the race. Even if it wasn't for the championship, a hard-fought battle for the win. Crafton will get the race win. He will get the championship win. And a dominant season for Matt Crafton. A 4th career title in the Truck Series. Already burnt the engine out, the victory celebration. Didn't mean to blow it out that early, but he'll still take the Polish victory lap anyway. Even with the blown engine, try to nurse it around here. This 1 mile racetrack. Matt Crafton is a champion once again. After the pressure of going a lap down early on and getting back on the lead lap before the end of stage 1 with the wave around. Didn't lead his first laps until about halfway through the race. And he only led 2 separate times tonight. But he led the most important laps. And really, if you look back to his Martinsville win, where he only led 10 laps, and then this race where he probably didn't even lead more than 30 to 35 laps and winning the championship, that's insane to know that he won the last 2 races of the year, probably not even leading more than 40 laps in both races combined. Unbelievable. He's almost completed the Polish victory lap. It was definitely a solid race. It's a good way to start off the week. Who knows, maybe this will be the race of the week. I'm sure we have some good races coming up, though, on the channel. We still got 2 more championship races. We got a lot of Thunder 04 coming up before the weekend. It's going to be a fun rest of the week on the channel, so if you haven't subscribed already, you better. We got the Xfinity Series and Cup Series championship races here on Heat 5 coming up over the next 2 nights. Xfinity tomorrow at 8, at 7 on Wednesday, both Eastern Standard Times. Sorry, Cup Series on Wednesday, both Eastern Standard Times. Then we'll go back to Thunder 04 on Thursday following into the weekend. Only 68 minutes. This was not a long race. We had 3 cautions total for incidents, so not many there as well. So only 1 hour, 8 minutes from start to finish. This was a quick one. It flew by, but it ended up being a good one, that's for sure. Crafton with the championship. He won stage 2 as well. Moffitt dominated pretty much the first half of the race, winning stage 1 in his way, but he'll bring it home 3rd. As mentioned, Austin Wayne Self 2nd. Zane Smith finished 4th, Sort Friesen 5th. Friesen was the next closest championship competitor to Matt Crafton, so Crafton didn't necessarily have to win the race to win the championship, but Friesen ran top 5 most of the night. Had a pretty solid truck. Edfinger finishes 6th. Eckes 7th. 8th was Lassard. Riley Herbst 9th. So all 3 KBM trucks finished in a row right there. Natalie Decker rounds out the top 10. Great run to finish off her campaign. 9 drivers finished on the lead lap tonight. The other 2 Championship 4 drivers, Todd Gilliland finished 13th, was a non-factor outside the top 10 all night, finished a lap down. And Johnny Sauter, I thought, was probably the second best favorite for the championship all season coming into the night. He'll finish 4th in the standings, finishing 18th, 2 laps down here tonight. He was just really a non-factor, even more so than Gilliland throughout the course of this race. Start an online league. The only problem with that is, I think it would be cool. I personally wouldn't race in it. I'd probably just commentate it. But I feel like it'd be a wreck fest if you don't get the right people in it. That's the only problem with that. Is I feel like even if we do have like 5 good drivers in the league, even if it's just 20, I just feel like you're going to have the bottom half of the league is just not going to be that great. And a lot of it is because we don't really have that many subscribers as well. So there's not really a lot of like options to go with as far as trying to fill out the field consistently for like a season or something to do an actual online league. Yeah, you have been on the online lobbies before. I definitely plan on getting some online lobbies going. Again, I know I keep saying that, but I just got to get an actual Wi-Fi booster for my PS4 because, yes, I can stream through my PC still, even with doing the online lobbies, but I still have to actually be online on my PS4. My PS4 can't quite, don't have many subs. They have 700. Well, you get the point. 700 is a lot. Okay, it definitely is a lot. I'm talking like compared to like other even, like doesn't IDK do something like that? Maybe not exactly like it. I think he's got his own league, but still. You never know. We could end up doing something in the future, but it's definitely not something I'm really looking at in the near future, if you get what I'm saying. Well, there's a look at the Championship 4 once more in case we're living under a rock tonight. Matt Crafton wins the championship, coming from a lap down in Stage 1. Valiant effort and a comeback performance. Stuart Friesen second in the championship running. Championship standings, Todd Gilliland third, and Johnny Sauter, who, again, second most winningest driver this year, and probably the second most consistent right there behind Crafton. He looked like he was going to be able to challenge him going into the night, but just wasn't the case. He qualified the best of the 4 drivers, qualified 5th, but it just wasn't meant to be for Sauter tonight. And there's Crafton in victory lane. $1,000 special. We'll get there eventually. Hopefully. We're on the right track. Yeah, Moffitt had the fastest lap, 27.119. I mean, I thought he had the fastest truck when he had the track position. Crafton actually led. Okay, so Crafton led 56 of the 150 laps. I didn't even think he led that much tonight. I know he only led 10 laps at Martinsville, that's for sure, but interesting. Ben Rhodes DNF'd in this race. Remember, he blew an engine running 3rd. He had a strong truck as well. Maybe could have been a possible race contender at the end of it. You never know. But valiant effort, winning the race in the championship here tonight for Matt Crafton. That is going to be it here for this one. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this Truck Series season as a whole on NASCAR Heat 5. More Truck Series action on these retro NASCAR games coming up in the future once we get into 05 and stuff like that, about a month or so down the road. And then, of course, as the next NASCAR games come out, because trust me, this will always and forever be a NASCAR channel. All right, so thanks, everybody, again, for joining in. Like, share, most importantly, subscribe for more daily NASCAR content as we try to get on our road to 1,000 subs. Hopefully we can get there by the 1-year anniversary mark. I think it's running a little bit shyer by the moment. I think we're almost a month out now, but we'll see. Thanks, everybody, for watching. Enjoy the rest of your night. I'll see you tomorrow at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for the Xfinity Series Championship on NASCAR Heat 5.